Hello guys, welcome to CodersArt Pyspark tutorial series. Today we are going to data analysis with Pyspark. In some previous video of Pyspark tutorial series, I have explained about Pyspark. What is it? What is the use of Pyspark and how they works. Also show in how to use Pyspark in Jupyter Notebook. In the Apache Spark data frame created in multiple ways. It can be created using different data format, for example, JSON from CSV file. We can also use Parquet files. We can use SQL database, NoSQL database like Cassandra, MongoDB. We can use Hive. Also use the existing RDD to create a data frame. Now in this video, we will focus on Spark SQL data frame, loading the data and exploring data using Pyspark. Before we start, let's brief introduction to Spark SQL. Spark SQL is a Spark module allowing us to query structured data inside Spark program. DataFrame API has library of functions including string, manipulation data, and arithmetic basic math operations, in addition to simple column references and expressions. Spark SQL enable application to run SQL queries programmatically and return the result as a data frame. Spark SQL is integrated with Apache Hive, so we can also be used to read data from an existing Hive installation. Spark SQL has a common way in how it handles data access through the data source API. In short, Spark SQL allows you to easily query and interact with your dataset. It also enables you to load and store data. Let's start with it. Let's go to our Jupyter notebook. Here, I already created one script. We have dataset which is name is Titanic. Here, first I have initialized the Pyspark and import it. Then create a Spark session and here we load the Titanic data. Here I am calling the builder method. After that setting app name EDA and we have getting or created Spark session. Then I am going to save data in the variable Spark which is called Spark. So in the next step we are reading the Titanic dataset using the read operation on CSV file named titanic.csv. Here I am storing this data frame in a variable df. After running this cell, we doesn't get the result. To display data, I am going to do df.show, which is data display. We can see in that there are 12 columns in the data set. But it is did not look like right. You can see here this is the heading column. To avoid this, we add here header equals to true and run the cell. Now look better the dataset. We also add the infer schema equals to true. It allows to tell Spark just go and figure out what schema is by sampling the data. By default, it shows the 20 rows, first 20 rows. We can manipulate it. If I want to see only 3 rows, I add here 3. Here I am setting truncate equals to false. It shows the complete data. Now I want to see the schema of dataset. We use the print schema. It gives the column name along with the data types like integer, string, double. It will tell us the particular column is nullable or not. If we want to see core column name, we use the dot column method. df.columns. It returns the list of column names. If we want to count how many rows in the data set, then it has the count method. df.count. It returns the total number of rows present in the data set. Describe function. It returns the summary of the particular column. Here I use the fair column. It shows the number of count, mean value, minimum value and maximum value, etc. If you want to create sub data frame with particular column, we can create. Now I am storing it in a variable df2. Just like that. If you want to see the distinct value in the particular column, there is a method distinct. It returns the only distinct value or string from the column. We can also use filter function. Suppose I want to only records whose fare ticket price is greater than 50. So for that, here we can see it returns the only records whose fare is greater than 50. We can also count those records with count method. Just type count function. It returns the total number of records is greater than 50. We can also add two conditions. Suppose I want to record only fair is greater than 50 and less than 60. So it returned the record were greater than 50 and less than 60. We can do same with the string data. Sorry. It returned the records only male person. So guys, that's it for today.